Well, I am new to this disease, looking ahead trying to breathe. Going upstairs, tying my shoelaces. It's a chore going places. This illness is not giving us much time. My wife and I are doing just fine. Finding a cure is just hopeless. It's called Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis. All IPF sufferers, let us just stay positive. Life is for living, it's our prerogative. I am still working as we must live, as the bloody insurance will not give. So no wagging tongues. I am now on oxygen to help my lungs. I must lose weight as the government grant, so I can get a lung transplant.
Now that I have been given 12 months to live, I love my wife, I must stay brave. My kids are great, and I'm slowly getting worse. This disease is something of a curse. 9 tablets a day is a constant battle. If I take any more, I will sound like a rattle. Oxygen is being used more often. Again, I am not going in that coffin. All of us with this disease, it is wrong. For our families, we all must stay strong.
To friends and family, don't be sad. This disease even took my dad. They say it may be hereditary, that it is transmitted genetically. When we were told, Angela was horrified. You know she read verse 2 and cried. We both went home from the Royal Brompton, London, to get our heads around this conundrum. I have now decided to accept it is what it is. 2 weeks, my daughter is getting married. We'll open the fizz.
Sunday the 21st is the day she is going to be a bride. Angela and I will be bursting with so much pride. I have put the final touches to my speech. To all in the room, I hope it will reach. For this weekend, I will forget the problems I have with this oxygen debt. Friends here and abroad, especially in Germany, send their good wishes which touch me personally. After the wedding, I am off for a week to enjoy my wife and family with this great lump of antique.
A lot has happened since verse 4. Daughter's wedding, I could not ignore. Never guessed, but we were all busy. Got a gift to Paris, Disney. My family came, granddaughters included. What a great time, don't be deluded. Because of my illness, I was given a card. Bypassing queues. Disney has a heart. I could take 4 persons with me, going on rides twice. God, it was great, but I paid the price. Now we are back to reality. The insurance people are paying, they have humanity.
Seems to me my breathing getting worse. I'm still going to work to fill my purse. Some people ask the question why I've still got the bills to pay is my reply. Laying about just watching daytime TV, I wouldn't want that. You've got to believe me. I wonder now what my future will hold. Christmas is coming. It is going to get cold, so all of us must wear the right clothes. No infections, no coughs for our chest to impose. Look forward to this year's festive season. The goal is next year till I wouldn't be beaten. Windsor group meeting, the people are great, talking about breathing to make our lungs oxygenate. Once a month we all meet. New faces welcome, we're not discreet. I must say that we all are a good team, helping each other to get the oxygen into the bloodstream. I read my poem to our people there. I hope they didn't think I was being debonair. To be honest, everyone with this disease, different, funny, intelligent, friendly, I hope everyone agrees. So for the new year, we all make a list. 10 things you want to do and don't resist. Make it your goal, that must be done. And don't forget, look after number 1.
Christmas is over and we're in 2019. I must lose weight and get into a routine. Pirfenidone is working, disease is not so rapid. I've got to keep taking oxygen and get into the habit. 12 months in July, life expectancy I was given. I will make it longer. That is my mission. IPF sufferers are all doing their best. I read my future on support group, which puts us to the test. Things that may happen and what to expect, not forgetting family as it is them we affect. You people around the globe who have this too, let's hope the doctors come up with a breakthrough. We will keep on fighting no matter what it takes. We will all meet up later on, in time, in a great place.
Well, it's been ages, so much has happened. I lost my job and it made me feel a little saddened. Now I have time, which is not so bad. Being positive, moved on to doing pulmonary rehab. Also joined Slimming World, which is great. It took me 6 weeks to lose a stone in weight. My wife and I decided to buy a dog too. His name is Vinny, he's a cockapoo. I take him for walks to keep me fit. Now after the rehab it is easy, I must admit. I went on holiday 7 days in Corfu with a wife. Oxygen included, this is my quality of life. I must let you know I feel absolutely fine. This disease will not make me resign.
Well done, another holiday in June to Italy. It was not the usual, we did it differently. 2 days in Switzerland with a great friend. With Adina, we wished it wouldn't end. I took the car so Angela could see the beauty of the scenery. French Alps, Swiss Alps, Italian Alps. Angela was glued. Her camera never stopped for memories we have just viewed. Lake Garda was the sensational destination. Week 1 to meet up with Ralph and Anya on vacation. But kissing in great friends we have known for so long. A friendship that is ever so strong. Second week was with Kenny and Nikki, wheelchair included. I ain't taking the mickey. We had a day on the train and went to Venice. It was a gorgeous place. I don't want to make you jealous. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm getting worse slowly, but I don't want it to win. I'm still losing weight, now 1.5 stone, even after holidays. Shout it out on a megaphone. Well, keep it up. Be positive in mind and body included. Let's beat this disease. This verse is concluded.
I forgot to say, I have gone past my sell-by date. They give me 12 months, July 2018, and I feel great. Like I said, try to be positive, as I know sometimes how you feel. Don't get frustrated, bad-tempered. Family need a good deal. My wife is kind and looks at me with a loving glaze in her eyes. She wants me to live as long as I can. For her, this disease I will defy. It is strange the way things developed or turned out, as once I was fit, played football, a good standard, no doubt. I trust my consultants, especially London Royal Brompton. Next appointment, hopefully, on lung transplant list, no option.
Well, here I am, another Christmas 2019 I have made. My funeral, I must have it delayed. Really, no, I don't want to boast. You know now this poem is written by a ghost. Angela and I took Mum to Isle of Arn for New Year. It was great breathing the clean Scottish air. I was running out of oxygen, which I could not believe, thanks to Dolby doing a delivery on New Year's Eve. It is now February and I have seen the consultant with news that gives me hope, not making me redundant. I go the next stage to Harefield for an inspection. They check my blood, new lungs will have no rejection. The next step, they check my other parts to see they are fit to go on the donor list, which is frightening, I must admit.
They say that verse 13 is or could be bad luck. Well, it's true. Angela and I feel like we've been hit by a truck. Bad news again. Angela has stage 3 cancer in her breast. What wonderful things God has put us to the test. Angela has to do 6 months of chemotherapy, but it's better this than having a mastectomy. I hope and I pray that she will be alright. I know our love for each other is watertight. February 2020 was the last time I wrote. Nothing from Harefield, I must quote. We are both self-isolating as we are category high. I hope I make 2 years come this July. I assume coronavirus has got in the way to put other diseases on hold, giving us a delay. One thing for sure that I must stress, we in England are proud of our NHS.
Well, we're still shielding. There's rules we must accept. Social distancing at 2 metres must be kept.
It's a shame some people don't listen. They do what they want. Visiting Bournemouth Beach, second wave is coming to haunt.
Well, 4 more days and I'll have made 2 years. I should celebrate with a few beers.
I'll wait till Angela has got the all clear. She's having the treatment so it doesn't reappear.
I'm still waiting for the next stage. When it comes, I hope they don't consider my age.
Time is short, good, and we all should enjoy our existence. But let us not forget to keep social distance.
They are relaxing the rules on COVID. Really? This is not for us. Wear a mask when travelling, like on the bus. Angela and I are still being careful. You people know why. Government needs to listen, or maybe they need to give it a try. We are restricted in what we do or where we go. I have a short life. My life is such a bore. I'm trying hard to enjoy what we have. I'm sorry for being verbal. It gets tedious one after the other, jumping the life hurdle. Letter came from Harefield, it was not good news. They want my BMI down, more weight I must lose. So they won't put me on the transplant list. To exercise, I wonder, do they know my lungs resist? Don't get me wrong, I will be okay. Negative will only be in this verse, that's the way it must stay.
Like I said, we are getting the COVID second wave. You people not doing the rules must behave. Look at some world leaders exploiting the rules, showing no consideration, just like the other fools. It is a worry for people like us and others high category. Shielding we must do, this is mandatory. Bad enough us trying to breathe without a mask. We need to wear one, those who don't, I would ask. You're not being cruel, cheeky or rude. It's them that should be wearing one, without an attitude. People who have caught the COVID experience a respiratory problem. Take a leaf out of our book, take a look at our forum. On a good note, I purchased a motorhome to take us away, because every day feels like Groundhog Day.
I've not been writing this poem for a while. It's now January 2021. Christmas was not our style. We did our best to isolate because of COVID. The family were angry and nearly exploded. I think it's wrong we can't see our family. They realise we could be a casualty. My breathing's getting worse a little by the day. Oxygen is more frequent and that is here to stay. Good news, my eldest son and his partner had a baby. 4 granddaughters now, next one a boy maybe. We were told it could be middle of February for the vaccine, so we hope we can come out of this quarantine. I know, to be honest, it does get us down. My life made short, COVID-19 in town. We need to be positive and afterwards celebrate. Births, deaths, marriages, there's a lot to commemorate. When things get better, we intend to travel a lot. Maybe abroad, south of France where it's hot. I hope this time there's no one I've upset as my wife and I drive into the sunset.
February we have had our COVID first jab. May the 2nd is the final stab. We hope we're inoculated to stop this disease. Some people won't. What are they trying to achieve? It's amazing what your mind thinks around in your head, trying not to go to the bit when I'm dead. My life is spent a waste of a year with this COVID. I want to enjoy the last, what is left with my devoted. I'm getting worse. They did a CT scan on my chest, Fibrosis in my lungs is growing and progressed. I need more oxygen so I can breathe better. Believe me, every week 10 bottles altogether. Now I have an oxygen concentrator machine, so I have to change to a different routine. More weight I must lose to get on the transplant list. It's slow to come off, I wish it would shift. One last item, I am part of support group Windsor. Doing a website, I'm just a beginner. I'll get it right with my colleagues Liz and Rob. I will make sure it will be a fantastic finished job.
Sorry to say, we sold the motorhome in August. Best to have a caravan, to be perfectly honest. I am on constant oxygen now, every day and night. So everything is hard work, you're wondering how. You run a marathon or you run a fast 100 meters, gasping for air, stopping every 10 minutes for breathers. It is like that all the time with no oxygen to take, so doing the littlest jobs make your chest ache. Change of story, we are looking to get a COVID booster, hopefully in October, Angela included. I won't lose her, she come off chemotherapy in June 21. Last of life hurdles I hope is now done. My weight is still coming down slowly. I have to stay on a diet of ravioli. I tolerate keep going, with this diet I must persist, so I can get on that lung transplant list. I was at Windsor, I met the AIR team. It is Fibrosis Awareness Month. I hold them high in esteem.
Well, last time I wrote was September 2021 last year. A lot has happened, but nothing severe. We are now grandparents again, now 5. A 6th one is coming, November it will arrive. Isolating is over, people should know we are the same. COVID at this moment is high, idiots I blame. It concerns me so that fibrosis diseases are not recognised. We must get publicity and get us televised. Government and public need to see that we are vulnerable. Only our family, ILD teams and carers know, which is admirable. I had an accident, got badly burnt on my face. A spark lit up my oxygen. I looked a disgrace. I'm okay now. It healed in 4 weeks with cream. I won't do that again. I made Angela scream. Also from February, I have been on a diet. Lost over 2 stone. It was hard. I'm not going to deny it. 31.6 BMI is what I have done and started the ball rolling. Hairfield transplant team are seeing me. I'm not joking. I have done the tests, some were scans. I know there are more, so I'm making plans. I need to lose 1 more stone. This I know I must do and get on that list for my lungs to renew. I'm sorry this verse has gone on for so long. It is short really, for 1 year, don't get me wrong. I have minimised it for people who sometimes complain, for the grinning, kind people whom I entertain. There are also others who write a lovely comment. For you, it is about my IPF life, my poem's content. To keep me right, I'll put 19th July 2022 date. I hope you enjoyed my poem. Sorry for the wait.
You know, sometimes things do get you down. We get on with it, that's what I found. I had some meetings to do with this disease this week. I also learned that one of our members died, young and unique. Harefield, for an assessment I did go. My weight was too high, 32 BMI, I must be below. I never knew this, but I've shrunk as I've got older. It used to be 174 centimetres, that's what I told her. 172 centimetres is now, that's why I'm high. I felt a little embarrassed, I'm not going to lie. They told me I must get down to 92 kilos or 90k would be better for an operation on my diaphragm. I'm determined that this must go in 2 months. All it is 4 kilos I must confront. Angela says this is our only chance. Together we can beat it and make a stance. To everyone who reads this, I want to declare a hospital like Harefield is very rare. The staff They are fantastic and very polite, dealing with lots of patients and know of their plight. Even to the consultants and technicians that I've met, it was a comfort and relaxing atmosphere, and not one I will forget. As an NH hospital, this is the way they should all be. All the patients I spoke to there give it their full guarantee. So here is hoping I get through the next stage. I'll see you at Harefield in 2 months to engage.
I've been busy this set month as it is PF awareness. All people I know with this condition are trying to prepare us. I did my bit and got my local surgeries with posters helping the cause for action for pulmonary fibrosis. I am trying harder to lose more weight. Slowly it is coming off, but not at a fast rate. You know how sometimes I tell a few fibs? Well, I've lost so much you can see my ribs. My family and a friend raised money, it would make you shudder. They only went and done 10k Tough Mudder. Angela, Jess, Connor and Johnny made 2,345. To be honest, I don't know how they survived. I watched them do it and looked after the girls a little. Our Ivy and Etta later did Kids Mudder sponsored by Lidl. A lot they did great, and Mum and I shouting from the crowd, what you accomplish, no training, makes us so proud. Hope you enjoyed another part of my life and my fight. The link, the video, now you see me, what I look like, be polite. One last thing, I had something that I'm applying. I'm here to stay, I'm not going to die dying.
It's now December and Christmas is coming fast. I had my full MOT at Harefield, some say at last. Protesters climbing on motorway gantry, what a schmuck. Then I wondered if I'd enough oxygen, otherwise I'd be stuck. We made it late, but they were not fussed, as there were others too. Harefield had to adjust. Originally overnight stay is what was meant. CT scan found a coronary artery that needed a stent. They did the procedure the very next day. Appreciated them getting me in, no delay. A transplant operation needs to be free of problems occurring. That's why they felt the stent needed inserting. It will improve the blood flow, and I'm now suitable. Just need to lose 6 kilograms, which is tough, but doable. They're giving me 3 months to lose the weight. As appointment with the surgeon in March, that's the date. Cardio gave me medication to thin my blood, 2 pills. My breathing got worse, as if I was climbing hills. It's taken 5 weeks for them to exchange and decide. Medication is better now. I'm breathing, lungs not denied. 11 days to go to when Santa arrives. I hope you all get a wonderful surprise. I had one of mine. My eldest gave me a grandson. Now all I want is a matching lung.
Well, it's now April and I have a lot to say, as a lot has happened up to this day. 3 months passed since my assessment in November. They also fitted a stent, if you remember. So off again to Harefield, Angela and I went. March 29th to see the doctor, he was a gent. Thinking meeting with the doctor is all we are going to see, assuming it would only be an hour as we took our dog Vinny. To find out I was having another full-on day, I was impressed. Bloods, ECG, echo, x-ray and a lung function test. We had some lunch and took Vinny for a walk, before we were to see the doctor in his room for a talk. I am on 10 to 12 litres oxygen, so I was using cylinders frequently, so I switched to the big sack barrow bottle conveniently. We were called at last to see the doctor in his room. Angela and I thinking the worst, we should never assume. He asked me how I was with my condition. I felt fit doing rehab, plus seeing the dietitian. Being fit is great, but there is a concern with my lungs. Losing 5% of them in 3 months, doing the sums. He stressed it is now important to be added on the list. I'm telling you now, I was not going to resist. Angela and I shared a few tears, for we thought it would be no. Just think about a life lost, as I get lungs to bestow. Harefield transplant list, I am humbled to be accepted. You do not know what this means for me to be selected. My family, my friends are really happy for me. I hope it happens soon. I know it is not a guarantee.
I heard don't be impatient, I'm not going to lie. I'm still waiting here, it's the beginning of July. I'm getting worse, more oxygen to keep me right. 12 to 15 litres when walking, unfortunately this is my plight. This month's Windsor group meeting I organised a guest. She was a top one, everyone was so impressed. This doctor was so high up and educated very well to this disease, answering all members' questions on her ideas and expertise, never faltering or catching her unawares. Dr. Nazia Chowdhury it was, and a woman who cares. People don't realise just how you feel. Outside they see the same Geoff, but inside it's not ideal. Thoughts, worries and concerns enter your mind. My positive side disables. It is as it can be unkind. Really, some things have to be spoken about, so Angela in no way has any doubt. Enough of that. The sun is out and it's time for a barbecue. I'm sick of these four walls, really, you don't have a clue. I had my patio redone by a friend, special bargain, so it's better now I can move into the garden. My life now, I know, will not be the same. Until these lungs come, it is just a waiting game. I can't go out on trips in case I get a call. A bag is packed ready, including toiletries and all. I've just had an oxygen walking test. Blood oxygen level was 74% at best. Recovery rate when at rest was instantly good. A marathon is what it feels like, and I wish I could.
Thank you, everyone. You have been so kind. There was absolutely no one who didn't decline. And I love some of your wonderful background design. Hope this works to go around the globe a few times. It is another way of getting us noticed, especially those who are in the remotest.
Be strong, be positive, breathe in the air's freshness. I'm Geoff Gardiner. See you in September. PF Awareness.